It feels weird to be sitting in front of a camera again. I feel like that's how I like start all of my videos lately, but hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm inconsistent on YouTube. If you guys saw the title of this video, which I'm sure you did if you clicked on it, and if you also follow me on Instagram, which not as many of you follow me on Instagram as you do over here, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, check it out. I'm pretty active on stories there every day, but I am pregnant and it's kind of crazy to be making this video right now. But here we are. I am 12 weeks pregnant as of yesterday with baby number 2. So far everything is looking good. And I'm really excited. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it, kind of launch into pregnancy content with this video because I have a lot of ideas for pregnancy content and I kind of just like, I want to get back into YouTube. And if you guys were following me back when I was pregnant with my son Franklin, I let my pregnancy kind of consume me, and I definitely lost myself a lot during my first pregnancy. I wasn't really taking care of myself the way that I should. I was seriously self-conscious about how I looked during my pregnancy. So yeah, basically, I just don't want that to happen again this pregnancy. And I think something that's really gonna help is continuing posting on YouTube and sharing my journey. I know a lot of you guys liked my videos that I filmed when I was pregnant last time, where I talked about like kind of learning to love my new body. And yeah, I just want to continue to do the things that I love. And I feel like that's something that I really struggled with, that I have been struggling with since becoming a mom, is learning how to fit my hobbies and what I like to do into my new life. And I'm sure you guys know that, and I'm sure if you guys are moms, you understand that. But now that I'm gonna have 2 babies, I need to figure it out because I just really don't want to lose myself. It's not good for me, it's not good for them, it's not good for Gary, my husband, and yeah, it's just really important to me this time around. So we are going to post more YouTube videos. But first of all, let's talk about my pregnancy so far. So I turned 12 weeks yesterday. I'm filming this on Monday, so I turned 12 weeks on Sunday. I have 1 week left of my first trimester and I'm praying that I get my energy back. So far this pregnancy has been pretty much the exact same as Franklin. I've just been exhausted, like to another level exhausted. I really wish that I had filmed more in my first trimester with Franklin because I know I was tired, but I don't know to what extent I was tired. It's been rough. And I feel like it's kind of been like amplified because I do have a job outside of my home now, and I also have Franklin. So when I was pregnant with Franklin, I could just sleep whenever I wanted because I was just working for myself, and I could like kind of structure my day around like when I was tired. I could just stop and take a nap. But now you can't do that. Now you have to almost go back to the newborn stage and nap when they nap, but he's only on 1 nap now, so it's a long one, which is great, but if I nap during that nap, I get nothing done. So that's kind of what's been happening in the past 12 weeks. Well, I mean, I found out the week before Thanksgiving, so not really the last 12 weeks, but you know what I mean, basically the last 12 weeks. I've been napping a lot and I've been trying to take advantage of his nap time so that I could not feel like a zombie. So yeah, I'm really praying that in the next few weeks I get some of my energy back. Today, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I told Gary yesterday that I've figured out I can't leave things till the afternoon to get them done because it just won't happen because I just have no energy. So I really am trying to get everything done in the morning, even if that means that like he's hanging out in my office playing with like stickers on the floor while I get stuff done. that's fine. I just really need to start utilizing the time when I have the most energy to get stuff done. So today has been okay. I can feel myself, like I know I'm gonna want to nap. I might make myself a coffee in the afternoon just to kind of like get myself over that hump, because it's also bachelor night tonight and I need to stay up till 9. But yeah, so far that's really been the only thing that I've noticed with my pregnancy. With Franklin, I did have some spotting. With this baby, I haven't had any at all. I don't know if potentially the spotting could have been brought on by the airplane. I don't know if that's like a true fact or not. But with Franklin, I did travel to Ireland when I want to say I was like 6 weeks, not even 5 or 6 weeks. And I did spot kind of like around those times. So I spotted like the day after I flew over to Ireland, and then I spotted the day after I flew home. So maybe they're somewhat related. No spotting so far with this baby, which is awesome. The only really food aversions I've had is I haven't been interested in coffee, which when I was pregnant with Franklin, I still drank my like 2 cups of coffee a day, sometimes 3. And I read a lot about caffeine when I was pregnant, and a lot of it, and my doctor would say the same thing, like a lot of it wasn't that like you were only supposed to have like 1 cup of coffee a day. I feel like it really depended on, like from what I learned, it depended on like how your body tolerated caffeine. So like back when I was pregnant with Franklin, I was having a lot of caffeine, whether it was like pre-workout or coffee, like constantly. Like I would have like a pot of coffee kind of like on my counter like all the time. So my body was just, Cooper, do not wake up your brother. You woke him up. Are you kidding? So yeah, I constantly had coffee on the go when I, like before I was pregnant with Franklin. Now, I just don't drink that much coffee. We actually got rid of our coffee machine, our Ninja coffee machine, and I got one of those like espresso, like those those Italian like stainless steel looking things that like you put on the actual stove. I just haven't been that into coffee, and if I have one, it's like a latte or something, so like I'm not like pounding them back all day. So I haven't been as into coffee in the morning. If I'm gonna have a coffee, it's gonna be in the afternoon, but in the morning it just doesn't sound good. I've been like super into tea. I mean, it is caffeinated tea, so like it's still caffeine, but I don't know, it's just coffee. It's weird. As for cravings, I haven't had any. I mean, I'm only 12 weeks, so I don't think really like cravings, I don't know if they're a thing when you're that like not far along. I don't know. I honestly, like, I feel like even though I was only pregnant with Franklin like 2 years ago, like I feel like I just forget everything about what it was like. So bringing a newborn home should be pretty interesting. But yeah, I think that's basically it. I did want to talk about my weight, because my channel it used to be pretty heavily focused on my weight loss journey, and I know it's going to be very heavily focused on that after I have this second baby. And I am starting off this pregnancy, what am I starting it off as? I think my first appointment with Franklin, based on my first appointment with Franklin and my first appointment with this baby, I am 25 pounds heavier this pregnancy starting out. Like I said before, I did not take care of myself when I was pregnant with Franklin. I ate whatever I want. I ate a lot of fried food, a lot of just crappy food. I didn't work out at all. And yeah, I'm just really planning on not letting that happen again with this baby. I mean, to a certain extent, like there's only so much you can control when you're pregnant. I got really puffy because I retained a lot of water when I was pregnant. Like my feet got huge, my fingers got huge, my nose spread. Like there's only so much you can control with weight gain during pregnancy. But I know that with Franklin, I didn't care about what I was putting in my body. I just put anything and everything because I was eating for 2. This time around, I'm definitely more focused on not doing that. So far, I haven't gained any weight, which I'm really proud of. And I know a lot of people will say, well, duh, it's just your first trimester, but since I haven't been sick, I've really been kind of eating normal. And I definitely gained weight with Franklin during my first trimester. Like I probably gained like a lot of weight with Franklin during my first trimester. I think I might have, I'm pretty sure I gained like 10 plus pounds with Franklin for my first trimester. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now because I haven't gained anything. All of my clothes are still fitting. I haven't had to buy anything new. So I'm really happy about that. I have been sick for the last week, and I was sick around this, was it like around the 8-week mark when I went for my first appointment. I was also sick, and with the holidays and everything, I haven't been going out for walks as much as I had wanted to. But I did go out for a walk today, and I'm hoping once my energy gets a little bit higher, and not even when it gets a little bit higher, just now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm hoping to kind of incorporate that a little bit more. I'd even like to go back to the gym a little bit and do some light weights like squats or whatever's like safe for pregnancy. I need to like kind of look it up and stuff, but I just want to stay a little bit more active. Like I'm not going to go hardcore because I'm not fit in the slightest. I haven't been working out since I had Franklin, and this is the longest stretch I think I've never worked out before, and I can definitely feel it, not just like in my body, but just like in like my stamina in everyday life. But yeah, I mean, what's done is done, and I mean, I'm gonna do the best that I can. But I wanted to mention that because one, my channel has been very focused on my weight loss journey in the past, but also I do want to incorporate like videos on what I'm eating to, like what I'm eating in a day to have a healthy pregnancy, and to not gain a ton of weight during my pregnancy, because I feel like it's important, because there's a lot of women on YouTube who post videos of what I eat in a day during pregnancy, and they eat super clean and organic, and like everything is just like green, and I'm just like, I just don't eat like that. Like one, I can't afford to buy organic everything, and two, I'm not a huge fan of salads unless they have chicken fingers in them, and I mean that's not gonna fly with some of the channels that I watch. But I just feel like I might give a different point of view to those type of videos, so let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. I do have a lot of video ideas for pregnancy. I know not a lot of you are pregnant or have kids, so that might not be that interesting to you, but I also do have other video ideas for the next year. As for my plan for this year, as of now, I am going to be posting 1 video a week. If I get inspired or if I have extra time or energy, I will post 2. If I'm extra tired and I don't have energy that week and I don't have any time, I won't be posting a video that week. I don't like to give myself a schedule because it just gives me something to fail at. And YouTube is supposed to be fun, and that's what it started off as, and that's what I want it to be. So if you don't like my inconsistency, then feel free to not subscribe. But I do plan on posting a lot more videos around my pregnancy because it was something with Franklin that I really regretted not doing. So yeah, other than that, I actually never told you when I was due. So I'm due in July. I'm due at the end of July. Basically like at the very end of July. So Franklin will be 22, almost 22 months, 21 and a half months when the baby's born, which is closer in age than I thought they were going to be. We did plan this pregnancy, but it definitely happened a lot sooner than I thought it was going to. My mom couldn't have any more kids after me, and in the back of my head, I just kind of resigned myself to the fact that I might just have 1 baby, and we were trying, and apparently I'm hella fertile and lucky, and I got pregnant the 2nd month, which is the same pattern as Franklin. So I think I'm just really, really lucky, and I know how lucky I am. So yeah. Oh, another thing that I've noticed that's different about this pregnancy, I am hella hormonal. Like, not even like, I'm like angry hormonal, like, or like annoyed hormonal, like towards like my husband or anything. I am emotional. Like, I was keeping my pregnancy a secret from my mom and dad. I found out the week before Thanksgiving, and my mom came and spent the day with Franklin and I that day. I cried at the end of Tangled, like sobbed, like to the point where I had to cover my face. And I cried at the Santa Claus too, when, what's the kid's name? I can't even remember the kid's name. Tim Allen's son tells his half-sister that his dad is Santa Claus. I cried. My mom was just looking at me. She was like, are you okay? Because she had no idea that I was pregnant. And I was just like, I'm getting my period. And I can't believe I actually kept it a secret, and I can't believe she actually believed me. But we did tell them the next week on Thanksgiving. But I've been really, really hormonal. Like, a lot of things I'm seeing on Instagram, I had to unfollow a lot of accounts because I follow a lot of accounts with, I don't know why I do this to myself, with like sick kids, just to kind of support them and I don't know, keep an eye out on what's happening in their lives. And I had to unfollow a lot of them because I was just sobbing every night. Like, there was a point where one week I had to go into Franklin, and pick him up when he was like asleep, and I literally just sat in his chair and just sobbed for these families. And like, I will say this, it's really incredibly sad. Like, everything that I was like seeing is incredibly heartbreaking and sad. And I am like, I have empathy for people, but I don't cry for other people. Like, I'm just not, like, I just don't cry for other people. Like, there are a lot of people, like a lot of my friends, who would cry for me if something bad happened to me, but like, I wouldn't cry for somebody else. I would be there for them, and I would sympathize, and I would like feel everything, but I just don't cry. And I was sobbing, like literally hysterical sobbing. I'd say Gary was so scared. But anyway, that's something that's weird. So yeah, that's the end of this video. This is a little rambly, but you know, that's what I'm good at. I hope you guys are excited for all of the content coming your way. I definitely want to do like a how we're budgeting for a second baby video. I mean, maybe like a pregnancy Q&A if you guys would be interested in that. Not that I'm that interesting. I want to like go through all of Franklin's old clothes and like sort them out and like kind of like go down memory lane with you guys. I want to talk about like what we're reusing and what we're gonna buy. There's a lot of expensive stuff on my list that we definitely don't need, that I'm probably gonna try and get secondhand, but I could talk to you guys about that. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, I will see you guys next week for another video, maybe sooner, like I said. And thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to. If you have a friend who is pregnant, maybe share this video with them so we can go along the journey together. My friend Natalia from Baby Bottles and Beauty, I'm not sure if that's her YouTube name, but it's her Instagram name. She's actually exactly a week behind me, and she said she's going to be posting pregnancy content too, so I will leave her channel linked down below. She also has a son who I think is a few months younger than Franklin, I believe. I'm not entirely, I can't remember, but yeah, I'm excited. Hope you're excited. That's basically it. I'm gonna go take a nap. See you next time.